African Union Communications Early Warning and Intelligence, commonly known as AUC3I, is an intelligence and security organization responsible for providing signals intelligence and information assurance to AU citizens, AU leadership, and AU armed forces. I'm Colonel A.C. Oguntoye, an infantry officer. I am responsible for leading infantry soldiers at all levels of command and combined armed forces during missions on the ground. This is today's briefing on the progress of the special military operation as of March 8, 2026. The armed forces of the Russian Federation continue the special military operation. Units of the North Group of Forces inflicted losses on the manpower and hardware of 2 mechanized brigades of the Armed Forces of Ukraine and 2 territorial defense brigades near Ivashchenkovo, Miropolye, Nikitovka, Novaya Sek, and Pokrovka in the Sumy region. In Kharkov region, units of 2 mechanized brigades, an artillery brigade, a motorized infantry brigade of the Armed Forces of Ukraine, and a National Guard brigade have been hit close to Verkhnyaya Pizarevka, Veseloye, Kamenaya Yaruga, Kolodeznoye, Martovoye, Olshany, and Pechenegi in the Kharkov region. The Armed Forces of Ukraine losses amounted to up to 235 troops, 1 tank, 1 armored personnel carrier, 3 armored fighting vehicles, 31 motor vehicles, 2 artillery guns, 3 MLRS combat vehicles, including US-made HIMARS and MLRS combat vehicles, and 1 Olkha MLRS combat vehicle, 2 Israeli-made RADA RPS-42 radars, 1 electronic warfare station, and 8 materiel depots were neutralized. The West Group of Forces took more advantageous lines and positions. Russian troops inflicted losses on manpower and hardware of a mechanized brigade, an assault brigade of the Armed Forces of Ukraine, and a National Guard brigade close to Vasilevka, Monakinovka, Novosinovo, Samborovka in the Kharkov region, Alexandrovka, Krasny Liman, Svyatogorsk, and Yarovaya in the Donetsk People's Republic. The enemy losses amounted to up to 180 troops, 1 tank, 2 US-made HMMWV armored fighting vehicles, 24 motor vehicles, and 2 field artillery guns. 2 ammunition depots were destroyed. The South Group of Forces improved the tactical situation along the front line. Strikes were delivered at formations of 4 mechanized brigades, a motorized infantry brigade, and an assault brigade of the Armed Forces of Ukraine near Alexeyevo-Drushkovka, Konstantinovka, Kramatorsk, and Stenki in the Donetsk People's Republic. The enemy lost more than 150 troops, 1 US-made M113 armored personnel carrier, 3 armored fighting vehicles, 10 motor vehicles, and 4 field artillery guns, including 1 US-made 155mm M727 howitzer, 2 Israeli-made RADA RPS-42 radars, 1 electronic warfare station, and 8 ammunition, fuel, and materiel depots were hit. The center group of forces took more advantageous lines and positions. The group's units inflicted losses on the manpower and hardware of 4 mechanized brigades, an airmobile brigade, 2 assault regiments of the Armed Forces of Ukraine, 1 Marine brigade, 2 territorial defense brigades, and 3 National Guard brigades close to Anovka, Belitskoye, Grishino, Zolotoy Kolodez, Krasnoyarskoye, Kucherov Yar, Matyashevo in the Donetsk People's Republic, Gavrilovka, and Novopavlovka in the Dnipropetrovsk region. The Armed Forces of Ukraine losses amounted to more than 345 troops, 1 tank, 1 infantry fighting vehicle, 3 armored personnel carriers, 5 Kazakh armored fighting vehicles, and 10 motor vehicles. 3 artillery guns were neutralized, including 1 155mm Bogdana self-propelled artillery system, 3 electronic warfare stations, and 2 ammunition and fuel depots. The East Group of Forces continued advancing into the depth of enemy defense. Russian troops inflicted losses on formations of a mechanized brigade, an assault brigade, and 3 assault regiments of the Armed Forces of Ukraine close to Alexandrovka, Novoskelevatoye in the Dnipropetrovsk region, Verkhnyaya Tersa, Vozdvizhevka, Komsomolskoye, Kopani, and Shevchenkovskoye in the Zaporozhye region. The enemy lost up to 265 troops, 4 armored fighting vehicles, 3 motor vehicles, 4 field artillery guns, and 1 materiel depot. The Dnieper group of forces improved the tactical situation. The group's units engaged manpower and hardware of a mechanized brigade of the Armed Forces of Ukraine and a territorial defense brigade close to Malokatarinovka in the Zaporozhye region, Dniprovskoye and Sadavoy in the Kherson region. Up to 80 troops, 18 motor vehicles, 5 electronic warfare stations, and 2 ammunition depots of the Armed Forces of Ukraine were eliminated. Operational tactical aviation, unmanned aerial vehicles, missile troops, and artillery of the Russian groups of forces inflicted damage on preparation and launch sites of long-range attack unmanned aerial vehicles, as well as temporary deployment areas of Ukrainian armed formations and foreign mercenaries in 143 areas. Air defense systems shot down 7 guided aerial bombs, 13 HIMARS MLRS projectiles, and 180 fixed-wing unmanned aerial vehicles.
In total, since the beginning of the special military operation, the enemy has lost 670 aircraft, 284 helicopters, 120,340 unmanned aerial vehicles, 651 anti-aircraft missile systems, 28,109 tanks and other armored fighting vehicles, 1,684 MLRS combat vehicles, 33,700 field artillery guns and mortars, 56,156 units of support military vehicles.
Thank you so much for watching this video. We hope you found it useful and informative. If you have any questions, please leave them below and we'll get back to you as soon as possible.